Down. Thank you guys. Believe me, it's getting hot here in the office. So I tell you what, we better do this. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today, believe me, absolutely elated, we're going to be talking to the human rights coming out of Toronto in Canada. Yes, Toronto is the home of reggae in Canada. I've been assured of that in the past. So believe me, we are meeting with tradition right there. We really, really are. So for you guys that are watching right now, welcome along. Nice to have you on board. It really, really is. If you're a first-time viewer, well, I tell you what, why not do this? Why not sub, thumb, bell? Bingo. Bell notifications when we have important people, and believe me, Chris, I'm looking forward to talking to Chris about the band Human Rights coming out of Toronto. Sub, why not subscribe? Become part of the family. Yeah, go on, double dare you. We call it the noise here at Galaxy, simply because you do have a voice and we do listen. We really, really do. You know what to do with the thummy thing? Yeah, get epileptic. Like us a lot. Let's kick it off. Here's the Human Rights. I Need You on Galaxy. Ooh, gosh, it's hot in here. It really is.
You're making me envious. I wish it was hot over here.
Oh, brother, I tell you, it is 30 degrees, sweaty, melty outside. Add another 15 for in here, and it is an ice cream wouldn't stand a chance. Not with all the women around here anyway. You wouldn't bring an ice cream in here. They'd fight over it. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Excuse me, coffee. It's a third food group around here.
Nice one. Please enjoy. I just had one right before we started the interview.
Nice. Oh, believe me, I have to take it on the run. We're so busy, if you know what I mean. So
I do. So, Grant, just one thing you know. So, my artist name, for when I sing in the Human Rights, my name is Friendliness. I don't know if you were aware of that, but my mom calls me Chris, but most people know me as Friendliness.
Okay, well, we will make sure that everybody knows that.
Thank you, sir.
Sorry, Chris. I see Jessica Falk is joining us. Nice to have you on board, Jessica. Greg Parrish is in there. Not enough. Oh, the boss is watching. That'd be nice. Greg Parrish, as I said, and the other boss is watching, Barbara Harkins. Gosh, the big bosses have turned out today. They really have. And thank you. I need somebody to come in and be a fan for me. You know what I mean? I'd pay them
big palm leaf.
Yeah, I'd pay them good money. I really would. It's just that I need this. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Ooh, dear.
Oh, hi, Jason.
Good name too, by the way, Friendliness. I like that.
Thanks, brother. Thank you.
It really is. I see Michael Zdanowitz is watching as well. Nice to have you on board, Michael. Of course, Michael comes out of Galaxy Class Entertainments. Anything you ever need for your band, get hold of Michael Zdanowitz. Of course, he's in Florida. And believe me, it's the home of Disneyland, places like that. So, believe me, if you ever want something for your band, get hold of Michael Zdanowitz from Galaxy Class Entertainments. We support him. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Greg Parrish is saying, gotta behave, the bosses are watching. Yes, Greg. Absolutely. Today we're talking to Friendliness from the band, of course, the Human Rights, coming out of Toronto. Welcome. Welcome to Galaxy Friendliness.
Thank you, DJ Grant. Much love to you and all the listeners worldwide. Send, love, unity, strength, health to one and all, Blessings.
Friendliness, absolutely love your work. I really, really do. And let's kick it off the right way. Let's say hi to Jan Cheshire from Reggae Works as well. She does such a great job for promoting bands, believe me, and this is no exception. Brilliant band. Absolutely brilliant.
Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you.
Now, Friendliness, we opened up the show with I Need You. Tell me a little something about this. Tell me about the lyrics.
Well, that track is actually, so the Human Rights, we have two main vocalists, which is myself, Friendliness, and I do that more kind of raga style, DJ style vocal. And then you have Trey Son, who's more of that soulful singer, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So that track that you were hearing features Trey Son on the lead vocal. And it's actually a cover version of a very famous dance hall track from the 80s out of the King Jammy's production house in Jamaica by a singer named Chuck Turner. So I was doing some music work in the studio and I had actually reproduced that rhythm. So I play all the instruments on the track that you just heard. And I was thinking of voicing this song, and Trey Son was the only artist in all of Toronto who could sing this song because it's a very technical, hard song to sing. But the lyrics, it's a basic love song, I need you.
Absolutely, and got to be honest with you, it was the very first song that I heard from the Human Rights, and I thought, I want to know more about this band. I really do. It's a bit of a process to get this far. You've ticked every box all the way through. Really, really have. Got to congratulate you for that too. And believe me, Barbara gets about 200 submissions a day, so we've got to be very, very selective. So we only play the best indie artists in the world, and you're right in there. You really are.
Love that. Thank you so much. That's I humbly take that and say thank you so much,
Well, it's quite true. It really is. Mark Willardell is joining us as well. Nice to have you back, Mark. Really looking forward to new music from you, 2025. I've got to say Happy New Year to you too, by the way. Now, Friendliness, life is the thing. I agree. 100% life is the thing. Support life and profit from it. Tell me a little bit about this track.
Yeah, Life is the Thing. That's the new first single from our new album that's coming out about a month from now. March 7th is the album release. But this is the first single, Life is the Thing. And, the message is pretty simple. We live in a pretty materialistic world, that kind of pushes a lot of, material, illusionary things. But we know that life is the thing itself. Without life, everything, all of our little things that we get tied up with in our day-to-day comes to nothing. So really, your health and your strength, that's your wealth, So we say, cherish the life, and, hatred and strife, that's a waste of your life. It's better if you make people happy than to live in misery, right? So, life. You could have $1 million, but if you're sitting in a hospital bed and you can't get up and spend it, and you can't even walk around, what good is it?
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. So, joined by Friendliness this morning is the Human Rights, and live is the thing on Galaxy. It is so hot in here.
Getting hotter.
Oh, I tell you.
There's no one. It's just dead still.
We've got a thing here. We have a thing here called Kiwi air conditioning, which basically means
Hi, German
open
Jim.
the damn window.
Ain't wrong.
It really does. But I'm being told by one of the workers that there's no wind outside, so it doesn't matter if we open the window. Just lets more
Just
hot air in.
letting some more heat in.
Yeah, it's not letting any out, that's for sure. Oh, gosh.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but if you're really, really super hot, it's best to take really slow breath in through your nose and really slow breath out through your nose, because it calms down your heart rate, and that makes you feel cooler as opposed to feeling hotter.
Exactly. You know something? That's why the Aborigines in Australia invented the didgeridoo.
Okay.
To keep cool. That is exactly the truth. It really is. And besides, it makes a wicked, instrument to play.
A great sound vibration.
Yeah, exactly. But here's one for you. When I first started
Hi, Gregory.
as a very humble DJ many years ago, I met up with a guy who played in a band, and he says, Grant, we named our band after an act that the Aborigines do. And I went, really? How's that? And he says, well, in the wintertime, the Aborigines, if it's a cool night, they'll go to bed with one dog. I went, yeah, it's true. He goes, if it's an extra cooler night, they'll go to bed with two dogs. I went, yeah. And he says, and if it's damn freezing, they go to bed with three. And he says, that's how we got our name, Three Dog Night.
Three Dog Night, okay. I never knew that.
It's a true story. It really is a true story.
Well, I love dogs.
Yeah, me too. I've got a couple. Well, I've got a big one lying down there at the moment, sleeping, thank goodness.
What kind?
Cross between a pit bull and a bull mastiff.
Oh, nice. Big dog.
Yeah, very big dog. But the thing is, she's so placid, unless you're a stranger, if she doesn't know who the hell you are, she works as security in the radio station at night, so I would hate anybody to break in. I really would.
Hey, everyone.
Even though we do have staff here at night, she's very comfortable with them. But, yeah, if you broke in, I feel sorry for you.
Don't try it. Don't try it.
Don't.
It ain't got life.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today we're talking to friendliness, coming from the band, of course, Human Rights, out of Toronto. A little cool over there right now. I kind of am complaining about the heat, but I don't think I'd like to be in Toronto right now, believe me. Jim
I wish I was where you are. You wish where I was.
Exactly. Well, actually, I don't wish to be where you are, because... believe me, I've had enough of snow and everything. I did my university down the bottom of the South Island, which is closer to the pole. It's always cold there, and if it's summertime, you might get a cool breeze. You know what I mean? But no, I'm very happy being in a tropical environment. Jim Alisi's joining us. Nice to have you on board, Jim. Also, Jimmy Piano is joining us. Ron Barrett. Hello, Ron. Nice to have you on board. Gregory Childs. Greg. Nice to have you back, brother man. And looking forward to new music from you in the near future. Of course, just wondering, are you still with the band Heartland? Interesting question. Singer, of course, Marcel Louis, coming out of Germany, is joining us as well. Today, I'm talking to friendliness. Believe me, I'm absolutely loving this, because he's with the Human Rights, coming out of Toronto. And now... you guys have been going now since, is it 2007, have I got that right?
Yes, I kind of really formed the group in about 2007. Our first actual show was 2008, opening for the legendary Gregory Isaacs. That was our very first show.
And did you meet Gregory?
Yeah, I did. I'd met him a couple times before then, but we met him at the show. He was in top form at that time.
Awesome, awesome. I would love to have met him myself, to be very honest with you. Even though I have worked with some of the biggest names in the world and some of the best recording studios. I'm not only a front of house, but a recording studio artist, engineer as well. And I've travelled around the world with some of the biggest names as well. But there's people out there you just wish you could meet. And of course, Gregory is one of those guys that I've always wanted to have met over the years. Same with Jimmy Cliff, I've got to be honest. I'm kind of partial to a bit of Jimmy as well, so you know what I mean.
I just saw him traveling in Africa. That was great. You know, they were just welcoming him in Africa, giving him a great welcoming ceremony, you know.
Very, very nice. Dwayne McOach is joining us as well. Joel Riccioni is joining us. Hello! I'm looking forward to meeting up with you in the near future as well. I see your name while you're watching these all the time. I think you're checking up on me to see exactly what I'm going to ask you in an interview in the near future. So just quietly, I might have to change up my questions. You never know. But Gregory is back. Nice to have you on board. And Tammy Selman. Hello, Tammy. Nice to have you back as well. Today we're talking to friendliness, of course, from the band Human Rights coming out of Toronto. And I am absolutely fascinated with this reggae strong. Now, you know, friendliness, I'm going to be straight up with you. Not often does it take for me to put a track into my playlist in my car, but this one is right there. I hear you as I go home at work in the evenings and come back in the evenings every day since I've been listening to it. So I think maybe, just maybe, you better tell me, why did I choose Reggae Strong to play in my car?
Well, first of all, I gotta say I love that. I love the fact that it made your playlist and that you listen to it on the daily. And I'm gonna figure that the reason is A, because you love reggae music, and B, because it's a positive sound vibration. You know what I mean? Well, you know, the world we live in right now, it tends to be very negative sometimes, you know, like the earth in itself is natural and beautiful, but the world that we've created for ourselves is, most times, there's a lot of negativity. So the positive sound vibration is a nice balance to all of that. So when you put on this song, the song itself has a good sound vibration, and then the message of the song itself, you know what I mean? The fact that reggae is strong, and also the, you know, like Reggae Strong is the title, but then there's the other secondary chorus of the song that says don't ramp with the thing, right? So reggae is strong because it teaches you a certain way, like it strengthens you, and it shows you like not to mess around with certain things.
Absolutely.
So, you know, I think maybe that's why you love the song. Hopefully that's why I made the playlist.
Well, you know something, it feels natural to be on my playlist, to be very honest with you. So let's not wait around any longer. I've got to say, Joel Riccioni just said, hi DJ Grant and Barbara, nighttime in London here, looks like a great program, greetings to everyone. Well, you know something, it's a banger. There you go, English term for you. Here is the Human Rights Reggae Strong on Galaxy.
Keep it to them.
Yeah.
It's why he keeps complaining. It is a bit hot.
It is a bit hot. It really is. I'm not complaining. I'm just emphasising. You know.
Come on, stop showing off. You're making me jealous.
Well, I tell you what, we've got a number of fans going on in here, and it's still all it's doing is shuffling around hot air. That's all it's doing. Friendliness, I got to ask you, I ask everybody this, I really do, because I'm trying to come to the end of a myth, okay? I've been researching this one for over a decade, so it's a well-used, I'm still trying to find the end of it. By any chance, are you a vegan?
I am.
You am? Okay.
I am.
Okay.
I've been a vegetarian since about 1984, 1986, I got serious, you know?
Okay.
And I went vegan in 2017, so maybe, 8 years vegan now, lifetime vegetarian.
Very cool, very cool. So I presume you've tried a vegan sausage then?
I have, but I gotta tell you the truth, like, vegan, like, sausage, I don't mind the vegan, mock meat products or, like meat products. But I never really liked the taste of sausage, even when I was a kid and I used to eat those things. So even though I know it's vegan, but if it tastes like sausage, I don't like it. I don't want it.
Fair enough. I just want to know, why are they turning plants into imitation meat when they should be promoting plants that they eat? You know what I mean?
I think the answer to the question is because I think it's a way of trying to get people who are conditioned to eating meat to maybe make the switch over and try something different. That's something that they're used to, but that doesn't involve, the killing and the flesh and all of that, right?
Fair enough, yeah.
But I agree with you, and what I tell people all the time about any of those meat products, it's really the flavoring and the spices that you like anyway.
Yeah.
So take that flavoring and spice and put it on a sweet potato or some jackfruit or something like that, right? Because, you go eat a piece of raw meat, I don't think you're going to like how it tastes. Eat a piece of raw chicken, I don't think you're going to like it.
No.
So really, it's the season and the flavoring that makes the thing taste the way it tastes anyway, so.
Exactly. And you know something? First person ever to give me a logical answer to that. Really, really are. I got to congratulate you. Thank you. You've really enlightening me.
You're welcome. Happy to shine a light, brother.
Oh, look, friendliness. You see, I'm a meat eater, and I don't apologise. I won't. But I like to investigate other people's methods and lifestyles. You know what I mean?
For sure.
To me, I got the feeling that maybe you were a vegetarian, so I just had to ask you, a vegetarian question, because literally I've been trying to figure out, why people do.
Like why people would want that, yeah. It's true. And I know some people who just don't want it at all. They're like, no, I'm not into anything like that. And for the same kind of, they have the same kind of mindset, like, why would you want that, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I get it. Anyway, let's go back to this. Alright, I admit it, I'm a huge reggae fan, I really, really am over the years, and this just fits so well, it really, really does. Wolf Milestone is joining us, nice to have you on board, Wolf, it really, really is, and we're going to have to catch up in the near future as well. Now, at the same time, I do have to ask you, my friend, as a fan, and I have a young lady coming out of London, Ontario, she's asking, her name is Diane, she's saying, friendliness, as a fan, how do we get hold of you? Are you on Facebook? Are you an Xer? Are you a talker? But more importantly, do you respond?
I do respond, definitely. I try to respond. I mean, we all get busy with life, and, there's the odd time that the message might not get responded to. But I really do try to respond because, for me as an artist, for people to reach out and to show interest, I mean, that's what we do the music for, you know what I mean? We do the music for the people. We do the music so that in the hopes that the people will like it. So when somebody reaches out to you, usually they're reaching out because they like it, right? So, or even if I have a question, even if they don't like it, I'm interested in interacting and sharing communications and communicating ideas. So, yeah, I think the best way to reach me, I have an Instagram, which is Original Friendliness, but you have to spell it with a Y, FRIENDLYNESS. I spell my name a little different, so the spell check will correct you, but you have to make sure you get that. So that's Original Friendliness on the Instagram. I mean, I have a Facebook account too. You can look me up on that too as Friendliness. You'll find me,
Absolutely.
But really, I think Insta is probably the best way. I don't do the talk or anything because really, between the band and, like I say, I manage a cannabis shop as well too, so I'm just very busy in life. I find that with the 2 socials there already, that's enough for me. I don't want to get any more than that.
Fair enough, too. I want to talk to you about your shop a little later on. But having said that, Robbie, coming out of Wisconsin, is saying, friendliness, do you have a merch store? Can I buy caps, koozies, and T-shirts?
You can if you go to our website. So our website is a very beautiful website. It's thehumanrights.ca because we're here in Canada, so it's .ca instead of .com. So you have to put the in there is very important. We are thehumanrights.ca. And if you go on there, I believe our merch shop is on there. We have vinyl, CDs, T-shirt, hoodies, all of these nice things.
Oh, brother, you're going to have to send me one so I can promote you while I'm doing these interviews.
Consider it done. We will send that. Just forward the address and we'll get that off to you right away.
I will get Barbara onto that for you. Literally, she knows my sizes better than I know my sizes. Got to be honest.
Love that. I'd love to see you rocking one of those shirts.
Well, I tell you what, prior to doing an interview with you this morning, we actually did an interview with Kingly T, who is also a very accomplished reggae artist. And believe me, for a number of, years that we've known him, we've finally got a T-shirt from him. What do you know? People are on the interwebby thing while I'm doing the interview this morning, buying T-shirts, caps, koozies, guitar picks, the deal, literally. So, and I don't know how people manage to figure that out. Just go and check on the interwebby thing for Kingly T, and, you might buy another T-shirt. You never know. That's how we do things around here, literally. Jody Medford is watching. Hello, Jody. Taking time off from doing a little trout fishing, maybe? Make some music? Yeah? How would you like to pass it to us? Go on, double dare you. And come on back to New Zealand sometime. We must catch up, go have a fish together. What do you know?
I'd like to see
Which is
that.
funny, because I don't fish. I really don't. But for Jody Medford, I would do. I really would.
There you go, Jody.
Maybe I'm impatient. Maybe I am. But I want to know all about right now. Believe me, this is a fantastic track.
Right now, yes, right now. I guess I wrote that one. I was facing a little financial hardship at the time, and because a lot of the songs we write, they really actually come off of inspiration. You're just going through a moment, and it's like you might even say something out loud, and then I just hear the rhythm in it, and I might hear a melody in it. So the gist of the song right now is what can I do to earn some money right now? I think I was actually broke. Penniless broke. When you don't even have a cent, and you're like, okay, well, my rent is paid. I have a little food in the fridge, but like $0. When I say zero, I mean zero. So the question in my mind was like, what can I do to earn some money right now? And then, like, as I said it to myself, I could hear the rhythmic pattern of it. I just built a song off of it.
Well,
and then I'm saying, like, what am I going to do? Because, everybody has to have some little, if you listen to the intro song, I say, everyone has to have some hustling or some juggling, but we know you're not a scuffling. So it's certain things we're not going to do to get the money right now. Is the gist of the song. It's like, what am I going to do? I do the thing, I do the music thing, I do the cannabis thing, whatever, you know what I mean? But certain things we're not going to do for the money, no matter what.
Well, let me tell you, friendliness, 2,155 requests since we've been playing it, so not bad. That's good stuff. Here, joining us live is friendliness from the band The Human Rights right now. Whew. Gosh, it's warm again. It is. Ah, dear, dear, dear. How are you feeling? Are you comfortable? You having a good time?
Oh, loving it, brother. I'm loving it. Thank you so much for having me. That's great. I love your vibes.
Oh, believe me, my friend, I am so hyped to meet you. I'm very, very humbled to meet you. I've got to be honest.
Likewise.
But I'm a big fan of reggae. I always have been. And we have a band in New Zealand that we follow quite closely at the moment called Simon Ella Dub, and I feel that this is along those lines. It's the same kind of feel. It's just that electric excitement. You know what I mean? So
yeah, good. Like a big band too, like lots of musicians.
Oh yeah, I think that from any one given time they might have up to about 15 people on stage.
Yeah.
How many you got?
It makes a difference. It really does. The collective sound of having all those souls together.
Exactly. I mean, you got about 10 to your band?
It's usually 10. I mean, depending on who's around and doing what, it could be like anywhere from 8 to 11, depending on
That young lady you've got playing in your band, very, very talented young lady, that one.
Yeah, we have actually a couple, there's a couple of horn players on this new record. They both play on the new record, so we have one named Sister Lauren, actually, she's just about to have a baby, and then we have another one who's Sister Naomi, both strong sax players.
Very cool. So, do you believe in a bit of premarital sex?
Premarital sax anywhere, sax on the beach.
Exactly. As an engineer, and believe me, I think it's a curse. You see, when I listen to music, I try and figure out how the engineer who recorded it and produced it, how their mind worked. You know what I mean? So I'm forever breaking down music. I think it's a curse, but believe me, it's like reverse engineering. You know what I mean?
No, I tell people all the time, it's what I kind of like give the analogy. It's like a magician. Like when you watch a magician do an amazing trick and you're just blown away and it blows your mind.
Yep.
But then if you become a magician now, it's like you can blow other people's mind away, but now you kind of know all the tricks, so like
Exactly.
It doesn't have that same, you know what I mean?
Yes.
But in creation of it, we still get the magic, but it's kind of like, oh, you kind of get to know a little bit of the magic of it. So it's the same when I listen to music. I'm always like, I can't just listen to music like it's background music. I'm thinking about the drum pattern and the engineer, same way. And like,
Exactly.
yeah.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Yes, I got it in time. You see, not bad. I've done this once or twice now. I'm getting a bit of stick from the guys in the fishbowl. They're saying, that was tight, that was really, really tight. You were running out of time. Nah, under control.
That's because friendliness was yapping.
Exactly, but hey, listen, we still got there in time and comfortably. So they can put that in the swear box. Go on, do that. Literally. Friendliness. I am such a humbled person right now because I am I'm in awe of your talent. I've got to be honest with you. And we've got one more to go. But I am going to ask you, have you got anything new coming out this year? Have you got anything? Apparently there might just be a bit of an album thing going on, and I want to get to the bottom of it because I would love you to come back again. Would you do that?
I would love to. I would totally love to. Anytime you want, Grant. I'm there anytime. But yeah, just to let the people know, like, this year, so the Reggae Strong track that you played was the title track of our Reggae Strong album. That was our last album that we released in 2021. But this year, 2025, we have a brand new album coming out called One People. I don't know if you can see that there, but that's a little sneak peek on the album cover. But that's coming out March 7th on all the platforms. So Life is a Thing is the first single from that album that's coming out. 10 brand new songs featuring special guests like Exco Levi, you may have heard of. We have a great talent here in Toronto named Cairo McLean, young artist, young man coming up, but he's young, but he's got the soul, like he's just that ancient soul. You swear he's from that 1980s, 1990s dance hall era. We have a very strong track with him, a very great instrumental track with a great instrumental artist here named Isaacs, who now resides in Jamaica. But yeah, man, we're really looking forward to it coming out. It's an epic record. We've been working on it for a while. It's probably our best one yet.
Very, very cool, because I can see a very healthy relationship happening between Galaxy and, of course, the human rights over there in Canada. Now, at the same time, I'm going to ask you, once we've completed this interview, please hang in there for a couple of minutes, because I would like to talk to you about promoting you a little bit more than what we can here. Would you mind if we forwarded you to our magazine?
Oh, I love that, brother.
Very cool, very cool. And a bit of a story that goes with it as well, so you'll be very interested in that. But
Sure.
we're going to do our very last track today, When She's Gone. Now, please, tell me about this fascinating track.
So When She's Gone was written by, we have some core members of the group have been with the group from its creation back in 2007, 2008. But we've had a couple of new musicians kind of come and go. Life happens.
Mm-hmm.
You get different things in life and whatever. So we had a brother playing trumpet in the group at one time named Danny DePaul. And he was a great trumpet player, but he was also a songwriter. So he had kind of written this song. And he kind of came to us and he said, "Hey guys, listen to this little demo that I wrote for this song." And the rhythm track was demo, was pretty hurting, but the song itself was beautiful. So between Danny and Treson and myself, we kind of, and the band, you know, the musicians, we kind of recreated a whole new music track, embellished the lyrics, embellished the song a little bit, you know, took it on some different roads, and came up with a song called When She's Gone, and it's a classic song. People just love it. It's a great love song. Got a lot of play kind of all over the world, was getting a lot of play in England. A great drum and bass DJ from here, producer Marcus Visionary, did a fantastic drum and bass remix of it, which you can listen on YouTube if you search up, you know, When She's Gone, Marcus Visionary remix. But yeah, it's a great song, When She's Gone, written by Danny DePoe and the Human Rights.
Absolutely fantastic. Joining us live is Friendliness from the Human Rights and When She's Gone, here at Galaxy. Ah, dear. Gosh. It's such a fantastic way to meet. It really, really is. And I really, really love and respect everything you're doing right now. I really do.
Well, thanks a lot, brother. Man, thanks. I've been looking forward to the interview all week, John.
Nice. Now, we are connected with a magazine coming out of India. And let me tell you, brother, we've been with them since, I think, about issue 5. I think we're up about issue 57 or something now. It comes out every month. So we've been with these guys for a while, if you know what I mean. And
nice. What's the name of that magazine?
It's called Lazy Indie Magazine. I'll get Barbara to forward all the information to you. But we would love to be able to put you into it. Now, let me tell you, Barbara gets about 200 submissions of music and bands a day. We've got to be vicious. We can only take the best, and we've only got a certain amount of time in a month to be able to do these and play the music. You know what I mean?
I do.
So only the best of the best get past Barbara. Then it goes to production. Production and Barbara whittle it down a little bit more because we have to present it to our board. And the board, their only concern, I've got to be honest with you, is our image, which I think is rather foolish because then they give it to me. I'm a great image, don't you think? Listen, I got the perfect face for radio. And then Barbara comes along with a camera. That's out the window now, literally. But all the way through this, we have thought you and your band have been absolutely superb. You've ticked every box. So now we put it on air and we wait for the noise or the family that we call our fans, and they request you. And I've got to be honest, I've been seeing your name in my breakfast show every day. Every day. So people out there are
love that.
relating to your band. They really are.
Oh, love that.
So much so that, yes, by the time I get out of production and come into the studio in here to do the morning breakfast show, I see the Human Rights in there every day. And that's not easy to do. And,
man, that's amazing. Totally, like, unexpected, but amazing. I love it. You know, I'm humbled myself. That's just great.
It's 100% correct and true. It really, really is. Excuse me.
Nice, man. We'd love to come down there and put on some live shows.
Oh, yeah, they want
Oh,
you.
we would love to have you down here, mate. We really would. We will talk about something like that because I would like to talk to you about something other than playing here. Maybe in another country that we're associated with. I've just mentioned India. Believe me, there's something big happening there, and I think you should know about it. I really do.
Nice.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today we're talking to Friendliness from, of course, the Human Rights coming out of Toronto, Canada, and believe me, I'm I've just turned into a big, big fan. I really, really have been listening to their music for a minute now and loving every part of it and looking forward to having not only new music coming out of Canada, and I think Toronto is quite correctly the home of Canadian reggae music. I really do. It's one of those things.
Definitely, definitely. From in the 70s, we had some great reggae legends living here. Jackie Me Too, Leroy Sibbles, Willie Williams, Johnny Osbourne. So yeah, they laid a great foundation.
Absolutely. It's much like Nashville is the home for country music, all that sort of stuff, So I think Toronto does earn and have that moniker very, very apt. I think it really is belonging to Toronto as reggae music. Brilliant. Absolutely. And Friendliness, I got to thank you so much for taking the time out to talk to us down here in the Antipodes in New Zealand, and would love to have you back again, but please don't go anywhere just yet, because you'll get a copy of everything we've done today. We will give you that. Barbara's going to take a few pickies in a minute of us, and she's going to put it all together in a movie, and you'll probably get that either tomorrow or late tomorrow anyway. By the time Barbara's finished with it, it's not bad. It's not bad at all.
Well, I look forward to seeing that.
Just got to ask you though, have you ever been a cartoon before?
Yeah, we actually have an animated video for our song Working. So if you look, we have a YouTube channel, The Human Rights, and all of our videos are on there. So we have a song called Working, featuring another Toronto artist here named Ras Yunshi. But it's an all animated video. So yes, that's the one time I've seen myself as a cartoon.
Well, you'll be comfortable with what's coming now, because Barbara likes to make fun of me and turns me into a cartoon. They're not bad. They're not bad, but believe me, she may put one or two of you in there as well, so be prepared for
that. Love that.
Okay, but please hang in there. For everybody else, thank you for joining us not only today, but for this week, doing interviews on Gas, Galaxy Artist Show. Yes, absolutely looking forward to next week, when Barbara's going to be back with me on Monday. In the meantime, why not join myself and Barbara tomorrow morning between 5:30 in the morning and 10 for the breakfast show. 100% Galaxy Artist, 110% best in the world. Guarantee you that. So, take care. Have a very happy and successful day. From me here at Galaxy. Happy radio, everyone.